how are you all doing today, guys? We got some transfer rumours, you could put it that way, for the summer transfer window. It's a long way off yet, guys, isn't it? But we got some updates. You can probably tell from the title of the video. Thomas Lemar, Isco. There's a lot floating about at the moment with those two players in Liverpool. Especially today, we've seen some more news, you could say, on it as well. So, obviously, I'm going to do a video on it. Good evening, Thomas, mate. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Welcome, everyone, to the live stream. And I want to say, if you haven't been able to join me live and you're watching this back, then feel free to leave a comment down below on what your views are on everything that we talk about in this video, because your views matter on my channel, guys. If you've got Isco, if we get Isco, that'd be incredible. Yeah, man. Let me speak about it, guys. Let me speak about it. Welcome to the stream, guys. How are you all tonight? I can't do a massive long one, so we'll try and keep it as brief as possible so that I can get to your comments as well. But let's start with Thomas Lemar. So Thomas Lemar to the kitchen to do my live streams, guys. It's annoying me, but as a man, you know full well what your lady says goes. Yeah. So Thomas Lemar, guys, rejecting a contract, isn't it? And two, it could be that they obviously want to get him to a contract so that they can up the value of how much he ends up going for. Now, Monaco have openly admitted in the past, like the manager and stuff, has openly admitted that they know full well that Thomas Lemar would like a move from the club. They never denied that, you know. And something that you can say with Monaco is, for me personally, Monaco will always accept money and will always sell their best players. That's just Monaco. You look at Monaco and you just think, you know, I'd like to say it's like a Poundland, like you can just take anything you want, because we all feel like we're rich if you go into a Poundland or whatever. But let's face it, it costs you a lot more than £1 to get something from Monaco. Yeah, so there's a couple of reasons why they would have tried to sign up to a contract. They know he wanted to go, so there is a reason why they're doing it. And I think mainly it's just to maybe say to the player, look, we do this, we will sell you, but it will just get us an extra 10, 15 million or whatever. And Thomas Lemar's gone, do you know what? See this contract that you're trying to give me? Stick it up your backsides, basically. Thomas Lemar wants out, guys. He wants to move from Monaco. He's not happy there. They sold all of his best friends. All of his buddies are gone. All of his playmates. And Thomas Lemar's had enough. So he wants out. I think Thomas Lemar probably wanted to move in the last transfer window. But if we go off what was said by Monaco, they were saying that Thomas Lemar hadn't approached them over a move or whatever. But what is coming out is that Liverpool basically went to Monaco and said, we're interested in Thomas Lemar. We want him as a replacement for Coutinho. They wouldn't have said that to Monaco, but apparently that's who they had in mind. There's been a lot of talk about Thomas Lemar, hasn't there, like linked with Liverpool over the last couple of transfer windows. But Liverpool did approach. And Monaco was like, nah, mate, not till the summer. So Liverpool have gone, all right, mate, all right. We'll leave it till the summer, but we are interested in case you change your minds. That's what I've seen across the media that I generally believe, guys. I do believe that. I'm not saying that anything is concrete 100%, because unless you're a fly on the wall in a room where all these conversations happen, I don't think you can fully commit to anything. But I generally do believe that Liverpool probably did go in there, you know, and was told to wait until the summer at least. So we're going to be looking now at Thomas Lemar as a target for the summer. Is he a target still? Yes. I think Thomas Lemar is definitely a target. You guys on my channel will know my opinions on Thomas Lemar at the moment already. I'm not 100% certain that Thomas Lemar is the be-all and end-all of what Liverpool need to come in to give us a bit more flair. Yes, he will help, but I don't think, looking at the amount of money that it will cost us to sign Thomas Lemar, that we should have really gone down another avenue, if you want to put it that way, in my opinion. But I know a lot of you guys would love to get Thomas Lemar, so it's good. It is good news for a lot of you guys that Liverpool are still going to go back in for Thomas Lemar in the summer. And it does look like that would be the case. And what people are saying is that Thomas Lemar's preferred destination is still Liverpool Football Club. Now that has been going on since the last transfer window. Well, I keep saying the last transfer window. Not January 1, but the one before. Liverpool went in with a bid, but they never matched Monaco's, obviously, value that they wanted for him at the time. We only went in with one. It could have been two. I think Liverpool maximum went in with two, but never met the value that Monaco wanted for Thomas Lemar. But Thomas Lemar had made it clear that he would prefer to move to Liverpool at the clubs that had come in for him in that transfer window. So now we're going to be looking at who will possibly go in for Thomas Lemar in the summer. probably a lot of bloody teams were going for Thomas Lemar in the summer. I'm not going to lie, there will be a lot of people trying to sign him because he is a good player, isn't he, right? But if his preferred destination is Liverpool, and Liverpool did go in for him in January, then I can pretty much safely say that unless something majorly changes until the summer, guys, I could see Liverpool actually signing Thomas Lemar in the summer. He's heading into, I think he's only got about 2 years left on his contract, or he will have by the summer, guys. So for me, I think that his value will be a lot lower than what it would have cost us before. There was rumours, weren't there, in January that they would accept 60, 70 million. But I think with what's coming out now, pretty much calls bullshit on all that, what we were seeing around them, which I thought was the case anyway. When you guys was coming at me with them rumours, I was saying, look, I can't see them accepting 60, 70 million for him when they was holding out for like 90 plus million a couple of months before that. But when it gets to the summer, because of the amount of time he's still got on his contract and stuff, there will be more factors that bring his value down. And especially with a player wanting to move as well, we can push it a bit more in the summer. Liverpool did all right. They never pushed the boat, rocked the boat with Monaco in January. If they did say, look, we're here, if you change your mind on selling him, then we are interested. We never, did anything illegally, if you want to put it that way, like the Van Dijk stuff that went on before. We didn't do anything like that, so we haven't shot ourselves in the foot. So I think this is a bit of good news for us, guys, and for any of you guys that really do want Thomas Lemar to come in. It looks positive in the sense that I could see a deal materialising in the summer. Alright, so that's the update there really with Thomas Lemar, guys, and it is a plus and a positive for all you guys. It's telling me very bad connection. Sort off with your connection stuff. Yes. So Isco, guys. Now the links of Liverpool with Isco have been around since I've been in nappies. Since Isco's been in nappies, because I'm older than Isco. So let's just go with since Isco's been in nappies. We've been linked with Isco for a very, very long time, guys. So I always take it with a pinch of salt. And I did say on my little Q&A, chilled subscriber chats, live streams, move this slightly and hope that the connection gets a little bit better. Yes, I did say that Liverpool will start to get linked with every single Real Madrid player when it comes up to the summer, because Real Madrid are looking to have a bit of a reshape. They want to sell quite a few of their players. The manager situation will be up in the air and all this stuff. So their players will become available, and Liverpool will be linked with all of them, because Liverpool Football Club are always linked with every single player in the world anyway. But this one in particular is Isco, guys. Now, Isco is a quality player. I mean, I would literally go mad if we could sign Isco. Someone's just said about you keep disconnecting. It is telling me that I've got very bad connection and it's actually peeing me off. Come with me, guys. Look, let's see if I can take this somewhere a little bit better. What's the connection like there? Oh, I don't know. Guys, stick with me. Let's see if we can actually sort this out. The connection should be a bit better here, but I've got my tripod. I'm gonna have to do some magic with the tripod. And the lighting's not very good at it, so you're going to have to bear with me. You're going to see all my blemishes, guys. Oh, no. Not my blemishes. Let me just see if I can get these legs extended and make sure they're all sorted. Because we should have a better connection here, guys. I apologise about the connection. I'll get kicked to the kitchen, and it's horrible. It's horrible. The connection is horrible. So, I'll kneel down. So, yeah, we won't be going for too much longer because I don't want to stay in this position. It's bad, as says Michael Dunn. Right, hopefully, guys, that's a bit better. I'm hoping that there wasn't too much confusion. I'm hoping that some of you guys can piece together what I've actually been talking about, because otherwise this whole bloody live stream has been a nightmare, Right, so to summarise Thomas Lemar, guys, for anyone that couldn't make out what I was saying because it kept disconnecting or whatever, Thomas Lemar, he's rejected a contract extension at Monaco. Liverpool went in for him in January. To summarise it all, Thomas Lemar's preferred destination is apparently Liverpool, and I think that we could go back in for him in the summer. I think it looks positive for you guys. Michael just said that's better. Thank you very much for letting me know, guys. Yeah, so for me, Thomas Lemar, for all you Thomas Lemar fans that really want him to come in, there's some good news there for Liverpool when it comes to Thomas Lemar. But how true it all is at the moment, you just got to go day by day. We're still a way off, obviously, being at the summer transfer window yet, guys. So anything could change then. But if it doesn't change majorly, then it looks like Thomas Lemar will be one of our main targets. And Monaco won't have too much of a choice but to sell when it comes to the summer. And then all of a sudden, I was talking about Isco. And I was just starting to say that basically, we'd already spoke about this over the last couple of live streams that I've done, that Liverpool will be linked with every single Real Madrid player when it comes to the summer, because we're linked with everyone anyway. But Real Madrid are going to be looking to sell a few of their good players. They want a massive rehaul, reshape, whatever you want to call it, you know. So I definitely am going to say that I'm going to take Isco with a bit of a pinch of salt. But apparently he will be one of the targets that Liverpool will be looking to get. And we've been linked with Isco. You know, I started to say, I know the connection was bad, but I was saying that we've been linked with him since he's been in nappies, basically. We've been linked with him every bloody transfer window. Isco gets brought up when it comes to Liverpool. So I'm not really surprised about seeing a link there or whatever, but a lot of people have messaged me today. So, Daz, have you seen about Isco? Isco's the... what's the word? The mystery man and all that. I already told any of you guys that have been on my live streams recently. I've already said that I think the mystery signing, if you want to believe that, was James Rodriguez, however you want to say his name. And I'm not too sure that it was Isco. I just think people are putting 2 and 2 together and getting 7. You know, I generally do feel that... Isco would be a good player to sign. I would love it if Liverpool could go out and get Isco in the summer. I would really, really like it. I think it would be good. If we could land Thomas Lemar and Isco in the summer, would you guys generally think that that would be a good summer window? I think there's more players that we need. We need goalkeeper, you know, at least. I still want a couple more defensive-minded players to come in because there's still 2 really attacking players. Naby Keita's coming in. He's a box-to-box midfielder, isn't he? He can do the defensive side of the game, but I don't think we're looking at him to be a holding midfielder because I don't think you want to tie Keita down. Defensively, you want him with his flair and how he can open up games and his pace and stuff going forwards more than anything. So I generally do feel that Isco and Lemar will be targets for the summer. But like I say, Liverpool will be linked with every single Real Madrid player when it comes to the summer. So don't jump to too many conclusions over the Isco thing at the moment if I was you guys. That's all I've got to say on Isco really. But it does look like the news that's coming out is that Isco will be one of the players that will be sold basically. So yeah, it is a plus that he's available probably in the summer because it means that Liverpool will go in there maybe. And it means that we got a chance to sign him instead of a player that's not for sale. Isco would definitely be that sort of ilk of player that I think we should go for, you know. So yeah, that's your updates really with Isco. It looks like it'd be for sale in the summer. Liverpool being linked with him, but like I say, Liverpool always linked with Isco. We're always going to be linked with Real Madrid players as it comes up to the summer because they're going to be selling them all. And how many Real Madrid players have we been linked with over the last, I don't know, 2 transfer windows? It's been ridiculous, guys. It's been ridiculous. So I'm going to head to the comments quickly now because I ain't got too long to do it. I know we had a bit of a mess up with the connection because 1, we've had snow and bad weather and that here anyway, and 2, I've been kicked to the kitchen where there's not much connection at the best of times anyway. Welcome to the stream, guys. Everyone saying drop a like for me. Thank you very much. If we can smash the thumbs up button, guys, it'd be muchly appreciated. You're all legends. All legends. Just heard Spurs have signed John Moss and some linesman. Charlie Fenlon, mate. Yeah, I think that deal's it's a done deal, isn't it, mate? It's a done deal. They've done a cheeky one there, and they ain't even got to worry about work permits or whatever, have they? It already worked for them, didn't it? Paul says Lemar and Keita in midfield would be good. It would be good, because I don't think Lemar would be used as a winger either. He can play in that midfield role, and yeah, I think he would be good in there. I'm not keen on Isco, don't know how good he is. Paul, Isco is mwah. Apparently, Real Madrid aren't very happy with his performances, so that's why he'd be one of the players they'd be looking to offload. But Isco is mint, mate. Isco is very, very good. Man just said he's a technical dribbler. Yeah, his dribbling is really, really good. Callum's just put Asensio is better than Isco, and I actually really agree with that, Callum. Isco's a quality player, but for me, Asensio is going to be one of the best players in the world. He's already very, very talented, and what a left foot he's got as well. So yeah, if you gave me an option, if you went right, Liverpool can sign Isco or Asensio in the summer, which one would you sign? I would definitely pick Asensio. But if Isco's available and obviously Asensio's not, then I would still go with signing Isco. I think it'd be a good addition to Liverpool for definite. Does I think FSG will sell the club in 2021 after the next phase of stadium completion in 2020? I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's up in the air. There's been a lot of things coming out recently. A lot of people are talking to me about, oh yeah, apparently there's offers here and FSG are going to sell there and that. But the last thing that I saw that I generally believed, guys, when it comes to FSG and the club and selling, is FSG aren't even entertaining the idea of selling Liverpool. They are literally only looking for investments in a club and not to sell it. And I said as well, I've been saying for a time, I don't think FSG will sell Liverpool anytime soon. I know that's a few years away, but because they are sitting on a nest egg, they are sitting on a lot of money, because as the TV rights and that keep getting more and more money and there's more money in the transfer markets and stuff, you know, the price of clubs is going to go up and up and up. And if Liverpool start to win things as well, which is what we ideally want, isn't it? Then FSG are just going to gain more and more money. So I think they're not going to sell us anytime soon. But doesn't mean that if someone come in with a ridiculous amount of money that it wouldn't happen. But FSG, you've got to remember, they're an investment group. You know, this is what they do. They're very clever. They've got people that are very clever when it comes to buying and selling and what's good and that. I mean, you look, for instance, they bought Liverpool in a shit situation. And then now they could sell us for a lot more and for profit already. In 3 or 4 years' time, it's going to be worth a hell of a lot more. So they could be tempted. But at this stage, I've only seen about them being willing to accept investments. I haven't seen anything that they would even entertain selling the club, you know. Lemar rejected Monaco new contract. What does this mean and where will he play next season? Very curious. Blue tick. It's exactly what I started this video about, mate. I know that there was internet problems at the beginning, so I do apologise. Any of you guys that was here from the beginning, I don't know how bad it was. It was telling me that there was a bad connection, but I know some of you guys were saying it was really bad. So I do apologise, but obviously I spoke about it. You know, I think it's good. Liverpool definitely approached Monaco in January, and they definitely asked whether Monaco are looking to sell him. Monaco said no, not until at least the summer, is what I believe. And Liverpool was like, fair enough, we'll come back in the summer. So it does look good for all you Thomas Lemar fans that Liverpool may go back in there in the summer, because he was a target. And we never signed anyone else, did we, in that position? So it does tell me that maybe Thomas Lemar's the man that Klopp does want, because we know that Klopp will wait for the player that he wants. There's been a lot of talk about that. So I do think... I do generally think that the Thomas Lemar thing could be a green light. It could be a go in the summer, guys. Apparently, Thomas Lemar's preferred destination is Liverpool as well. For anyone that missed what I was basically saying about that, if Lemar comes in, who would you want to replace him with in mid? Who would you want him to replace in midfield? Is that what you're saying, Blue Tick? Jordan Henson, probably. Because I don't think Jordan Henson should be playing that holding role. I think he should be playing more of a box-to-box, and we should get a proper holding mid in. So, yeah, Thomas Lemar come in and play as an attacking midfielder, like where Coutinho was playing, basically, would do good for me. Matt says you keep disconnecting. It's bad, Daz. Oh, I saw that, didn't I? That's better, Daz. People are saying it's better now. Comments missed, Daz, says Paul. I can't keep up with comments, mate, on these ones because it's on my phone, you know what I mean? I literally, it's impossible for me to read every single comment on this. You know, my main target is to just try and get videos out and talk to you guys as best as possible. But it's not always good for me, like with personal life. Like I say, at the moment, I've been kicked to the kitchen because my missus and my son are in the front room having dinner and stuff. So I have to do it the best I can. And I don't just want to not put out content. You're going to have to bear with me sometimes with things like this. I'm hoping when I get a move or whatever, it'll be a little bit better, do you know what I mean? But at the moment, the signal is really bad anyway, guys. The signal's really bad here because of weather. So you've got to bear that in mind for me as well. Normally, the signal's not great in the kitchen, but I don't have proper problems when it comes to things like this. But at the moment, I have because of how bad our weather is. Daz, do you rate Keita Baldy? Yes, I do, Paul, mate. I think he's a quality player. I would take him at Liverpool any day. I think he's really, really good. Jason, all right, Daz, how's it hanging? A little to the left, my friend. I'm good, Jason. How are you, mate? How are you? Would love Asensio, but would cost a lot. He would cost a hell of a lot fatal, wouldn't he, mate? Asensio, I'm telling you, Asensio will be like your Lionel Messi or C. Ronaldo in years to come. He is going to be one of the big players in the world, trust me. You watching UFC this weekend, Daz? Romero versus Rockford. I'm hoping to, mate. I'm hoping to. I really like to keep up to date with everything that's going on with UFC and that, and just try and watch some of the fights. Try Liverpool career mode, mate. Says, nah, man. Are you talking to me about, obviously, on FIFA or whatever? I got FIFA, started playing FIFA. You know, got a really good team on it. I mean, I haven't touched it since, mate, to be fair. I've just bought the UFC free game, and I've been doing some tips videos on my gaming channel to do with that. So every chance I've got at the moment, it's a little bit free to sit on a game. I'm not even touching FIFA. I'm literally just going on UFC at the moment because I just spent 79 quid on it, so why not, you know what I mean, mate? I haven't even tried the career mode on FIFA, to be honest, this year. Do we need a new centre-back, and if so, who? I think we missed out on a Kanji, really, Jackano, mate. I think I would have liked a Kanji to come in, but Liverpool and then was at talks, and then it froze or come to a head over certain things. I mean, Dortmund got him, didn't they? So, yeah, I think we missed out on that one. There are other centre-backs out there, of course, and I think Liverpool will be getting a centre-back in the summer. There's no two ways about it. You know, Liverpool should be going in for a centre-back as another one at least in the summer. Or at least go for another right-back and then put Joe Gomez in there next to Van Dijk. So I think they'd be our best centre-back pairing, guys, going forwards. Good, Daz, Lowell, Piers, Rockwood, round one. Interesting. Let's see how many people think he's right with that one. It's going to be a good fight, isn't it, guys? Let's face it. Off topic, what does Jordan Henson bring to the table, though? Last time he brought anything to the table for me was a salt and pepper pot because I said there was no salt and pepper on the table. Do you know what I mean? And you can't eat a steak without a bit of pepper, can you? Let's face it. No, only joking. I'm not too sure, mate, to be honest. You know, Henson can have a good game. He can have a shocker. He's not consistent enough for me, and he's not world-class. Henson could be a good player. He's played out of position at Liverpool by playing that holding midfield role. I don't think he should be playing there. He should be playing more of an attacking midfield player, and I think you'll see better out of Henson there. But going forwards, if I'm going to be ruthless and remove people from that team that we got and add to it to try and win the title, Henson don't come into the first team for me. He's either a backup player or he's not at Liverpool. And I know people will disagree with that, and I know he's our captain and that, but, you know, that's my views, guys. I'm going to be ruthless. I'm going to be ruthless with my views, you know. Do you reckon Conte will get sacked before the month is out? It's worth a punt in the bookies. Yeah, mate. Yeah, either that or he's going to walk. I've been saying for ages to my mates at Chelsea Sports and that, your manager will go, his family don't even want to live here, you know what I mean, and all this, they're not happy, and there was loads, I've been saying it since they won the league. I thought he was just going to leave straight after they won the league and that, but he hanging on at the moment, but he will be gone, mate, trust me. Dream signings for summer, Dads, for me, Alisson, De Vrij, Lemar, Pulisic, and possible top striker. Any ideas? Yeah, mate, and I would like to throw in there like an Isco or whatever would be nice, or a really good defender. I want to see us get a world-class defender in, whether it's a right-back, a left-back, a centre-back, whatever. I just want to see us strengthen defensively in whatever way we need to do. Van Dijk would definitely come good. So he's going to be a really good player for us, but we need someone else in there as well. Just to, you know, if you've got two world-class defensive players in your back line, then surely that's going to help us going forwards to win things as well. Fairs, bro, I'm shot at UFC 2018, lol. I'm not very good online on it, mate, because if you're talking about the game or whatever, like UFC 3, I'm not good online. I play Ultimate Team. I don't play anything else. But the online connection, I told you, the weather's been absolutely terrible here, hence the problems with these. So I ain't got a good connection there. But my videos that I do, like tips and that, I know how it all works now. I'm pretty good at the game mechanics and stuff. I'll just get people to the ground. I'll just ground a pound, smash them with my elbows and that, and submit them, you know. I'll do a bit of Adam Lallana. I'll get him in a headlock from time to time, you know. Jason says rock hold. Yeah, submissions are OP. Yes, mate, they are. And I'm a submission person. I don't try and stand up with people. It's no point. If you know the ground game on that game, you've won. Simple as that. The way Hendo runs kills me. Yeah. Well, I've got a friend that used to play football and run like Henson, so it does make me laugh. It just reminds me of him. Rockholder's charismatic as Jordan Henson. Yeah. Tim Ward, hi Daz. Hi, mate. It says I've got very bad connection again, guys, so I might as well just knock this stream off because we're having serious problems because of the weather. So I do apologise, guys, about the technical problems that we've had on this one. Basically, to summarise the video for anyone that's just joined, Thomas Lemar's turned down a contract extension at Monaco. Apparently his preferred destination is still Liverpool. Liverpool did approach Monaco over signing Thomas Lemar in January, was told no. not in January basically. So it looks like Thomas Lemar will be a target for Liverpool in the summer. If he does still prefer to come to Liverpool, then odds are that Liverpool will go back in for him. You may see Thomas Lemar as a Liverpool player in the summer. Isco apparently is a target. Real Madrid probably going to be looking to sell Isco, but they're going to be looking to sell a lot of players. I don't know, you know, Isco will probably end up staying at Real Madrid, but they sell all their other bloody players or something. So just take it with a pinch of salt. But a lot of people messaged me today saying Isco does, you know. It's absolutely crazy. To be fair, Henson must have something about him for Gerrard to personally choose him to replace him as captain, and King Kenny bringing him in, and Rodgers and Klopp naming him and keeping it as captain. I think, yeah, Gavin, I know you've said about it before, and I've said there's things that we obviously don't see when it comes to Jordan Henson, you know. But for me personally, I am going to start being ruthless with Henson, and he hasn't been good enough for me. But it doesn't mean that he can't progress. But I think that to see the best out of Henson, we've got to play him in a position that actually suits him. That holding role just don't suit him. You know, it gives us more with the pressing game that we like to do when he's in midfield. He definitely helps with the press. And he is obviously a leader, isn't he? Because a lot of players talk about him and say, hey, go on to be a manager. And players look up to him and stuff. And the managers all seem to see him as a captain. So obviously, we only see what we see on a screen or whatever. And the way he plays football with a ball and stuff. But I think a lot of us just look at how lucky we was to have Gerrard as well. But for me, I am going to start being ruthless because I'm getting sick of not winning things and getting dropped out of cups and, you know, all this stuff. So any players that I don't think are consistently playing to the quality that Liverpool need to win a Premier League title or to win a Champions League again, you know what I mean? Like, then it's about time that Liverpool replace them. You know, Henson, like I say, doesn't necessarily mean for me that Henson needs to leave the club, but as a starter and as a captain, I think we could do a lot better out there, mate, to be fair now. I gave him enough chance for me. I gave Henson enough chance and I tried to defend him quite a bit. And then the more I was watching him play and stuff, and the more he started to let us down again. And when he went out and when he comes back and he has a good game and he has a bad game, like Liverpool need players that will have a good game all the time, consistency. But it's not just Henson. I'm not just targeting him. What I mean is there's a lot of players in the Liverpool squad at the moment that need to be more consistent or they can fuck off, and we need to replace them because we're never going to win the Premier League title all the time. We're clinging on to, yeah, but they can do this, but they can do that every now and then. You know, the manager likes Henson as a captain and all these managers now. Yeah, you know, it's all well and good that they like him, but is Liverpool winning the Premier League and out with him as captain? You know, I know it's not just down to him, but what I mean is I think we could do better when it comes to Henson. I really do. GTA Online, Hyacinth is amazing. I haven't even played it in ages, mate. I used to play, GTA and that, but I haven't in ages. Right, guys, Oliver Natcham from hi him and Wanyama. Yeah, what's your prediction against Southampton, Daz? I'm going with a 2-0, mate. I think we'll try and keep a clean sheet, and you know, I think we're more than capable, weren't we, of getting 2 goals. So yeah, I'm going with a 2-0 with that one, guys. But feel free to leave a comment once this video is processed to let me know what your score predictions are. I'm going to get off because it's coming up with a bad connection again. I don't want to keep wasting your time. If it's just going to keep lagging and glitching and stuff, my apologies as always, guys, if it's bad. I've been on the bench TV. You've all been legends. Isco, Thomas Lemar, are they targets for the summer? I think Thomas Lemar is. Isco, not too sure about at the moment, guys. All right, take it easy, lads. Hopefully you all have a brilliant rest of your days, and I hope the weather's not too bad where you are, but it's shit here. See you in the next one, guys. Take it easy, lads. Hope you have a good one.